Hey guys, it's Coach V Wiley. I am actually sitting in the sauna, so it's dark. The only reflection in here that will give me light is the TV. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good on this day. If you don't know now, you know. If you're watching this live on TikTok, how are you doing? If you're watching this on YouTube today, I am doing my version of Vlogmas for the month of December, which means I'm literally going to record a video every single day for the month of December, and then we'll figure out if I want to do that in January, maybe. However, the videos are going to be as short as 60 seconds and as long as 30 minutes, even though I did do a video, I think yesterday or the day before, that was like 36 minutes. That was not on purpose. So just stay tuned, subscribe, like if you like dating and communicating content, and or follow me on TikTok and or YouTube or both. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today, but as soon as I came into the second gym, I work out at the gym where I live, and then I come to the sauna at the gym that I pay for. As I was walking in, I was like, I know I'm going to go live, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And guess what happened? I was walking into the locker room, and I'm going to talk to you guys. Now, if somebody comes in here, I may have to end the live, but hopefully no one comes in here. But as I was walking in, there was a woman that was coming out. And when I say it was giving man vibes, like masculine, she didn't look like a man at all. She didn't look like a man. She was like, I'm 5'2". She was shorter than me. So she's like 5 feet. However, the energy on her was like masculine. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I pick up on people's energy, and I've actually considered going into business of that, like being an energy reader. That's a whole nother story. That's not what I'm here to talk about. However, the energy that was exuding, that was beaming, bouncing off of her was masculine. And it made me think of the guy that passed away, Kevin Samuels. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I'm real bad with bad names. I'm bad with names in general, but I'm pretty sure that was his name, that passed away. And he would talk about masculine energy. That's where I really heard from him, masculine energy. And I was just like, and side note, for those of you who were listening to this who did not like that man, hated his guts, hey, look, it doesn't matter who the messenger is, just get the message. And if it doesn't apply to you, you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to apply. You don't even have to go back and forth. That's just my mindset. And when he said masculine energy, it really stuck with me. And I was just like, am I presenting myself in a masculine way? Do I have masculine characteristics? Do you? Have you ever been told you're aggressive, or you're too hard, or too brash? And another thing is, side note, I was listening to the radio this morning. I bounce around on stations as I'm doing rideshare. That's my side hustle. And Ricky Smiley was describing Tracy Edmonds, because her and that Coach Prime, what's his name, Deion Sanders, they broke up. And as he described Tracy Edmonds, he described her as soft. He kept using the word soft, because as women, we're supposed to be like soft and delicate, aka feminine. We're not supposed to be brash and hard and short and ready to knuck if you buck. However, a lot of us are presenting ourselves like that, whether we know it or we don't. And I do believe that this is a season where where women are presenting themselves as dudes. And it's just like, I don't know what that's about. From our facial expressions to the way we walk and our energy, to our dialect, how we're engaging with men, it's giving very much an undertone and a subtext of, I have a penis, I'm masculine, I'm gonna wear the pants, yet you want to find a dude who can lead, who can provide, and who can protect. But how are you going to attract that, sis, when you're bringing your swinging penis to the table and you expect him to I guess, what is it called, square up with you and then hold you down? To me, it just doesn't make sense. And I won't ask y'all to do anything, suggest, recommend, teach y'all to do anything that I'm literally not working on myself. Because I remember I was talking to a friend years ago, and he was like, put your D away, sis. And he was joking with me, but he was serious. And we laughed, and I remember what he said, because I was just like, you know what, the way I'm talking right now, it is hard. It ain't nothing soft and delicate about my delivery right now. And so I remember him saying that, and I'll always remember that, because you have to be aware. You have to be aware how you're walking and talking and carrying yourself, specifically for the women that follow me that are single, that y'all always like and comment on my stuff. Y'all single, ready to mingle to the women in the groups that I'm in, and you're just like, I'm giving all hope up on dudes. You got to turn around and look at your energy, because energy is everything. And I've said before in my videos, your energy is what greets me in at the door. Your energy is the first thing that goes in the room before you even get in the room. So what does your energy say about yourself? If you don't know, you need to ask somebody. And what I mean by that, when you ask someone, they have an unbiased opinion about you. They can be, I prefer you ask someone that is a family member that has good sense. I prefer that you do not ask a guy that could be attracted to you. You want to ask somebody like your cousin, your uncle, your brother, your father. And if you've known someone, like I have a friend that I've known her for 20 years and I've known her husband just as long. I would ask him. Because why? Because that's my friend's husband and I know he don't want me. So I would ask him for his unbiased opinion. And sometimes when you do that, that person is going to tell you exactly how they feel because you're asking them. And it's on you to receive what they're saying versus getting on the defense or trying to come up with justifications that go against and resist what they're saying. Because a lot of times us women are out here, we don't know why we're single. We think it's the dude. It's always the dude. It's always the dude. Sometimes it's not the dude. Sometimes it's us. And sometimes we have to look within to see what we're doing, make the necessary tweaks, make sure our energy is good, because it's all about energy. Outside of communication, I run communication through there. Communication, I believe in that. It's definitely somebody just tried to join this. I don't know why. It's definitely your energy. And I talk about both a lot. However, if you're unsure or maybe you're in denial, maybe you believe, oh no, that ain't my energy, she ain't talking about me. And if that's your reaction, then it probably is you. Because a lot of the times we don't want to look in the mirror. And I've said this before. A lot of the times when I do videos about us women and what we could do to better ourselves so that we can become the best quality woman that we can be in that moment. A lot of women don't want to hear that. You want a quality man, but you're not qualified as a woman. Make it make sense. It does not make sense. So when you feel like you're not getting the right attention, or if you feel like a guy, when you're engaging with him, he's just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Like he's always apologetic, or maybe you'll have a response to something, and then his rebuttal is just like, oh, are you having a good day? Is everything okay? If you tend to have a response like that, like he's like walking on eggshells and he is being silly or asking a or just having cute banter and you're on the defense, if you find yourself on the defense, or if you think a dude is out to get you, if you feel like a dude is your opponent, if you feel like you have to put your guard up and protect yourself against a dude you just met and you know nothing about him, all he did was walk up to you, introduce himself, try to see if you were single, get your number, and now you ready to crush him like a bug because you think, based upon the last 3 guys who did you wrong, that he's just the same and he's going to do you that way. I'm letting you know, sister, that's the wrong way to date. And sometimes it's okay. And the thing is, when someone is giving you constructive criticism, because it's one thing to say you an angry black woman, and all my people that follow me are not black, but I'm just saying for the black women, it's one thing for somebody to just categorize you in the angry black woman when you're not angry at all. You just probably fed up with BS. However, it's a way to deliver that. Let's just say you done been dogged out your whole life and you meet a dude that ain't even got no intentions to dog you out. You bark at him like a dog. Not literally like a dog, but you bite his head off when he comes at you because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's still not the right way to go, because what those other fools did to you ain't got nothing to do with this dude that you just met. So instead of carrying that masculine energy and walking around mean mugging, biting people's head off, thinking that you're in a skirt but you really want to wear the pants, it just doesn't make sense. It's conflicting, because you say that you're independent and you're sick and tired, and if you could just meet a dude who would just help take the weight off your back, and then you meet one and then you talk to him like you were a grown man in the street, why is that attractive? There's nothing attractive about that. I'm not saying being a pushover. I'm not saying being soft and delicate and sweet and understanding is you being a pushover. That's not what that means. You can be soft and delicate and sweet and have your boundaries and have standards, and we gotta stop confusing the two. Oh, he won't, this girl with no backbone. She's soft. You might think that being soft and, let me see, not aggressive, being assertive, because you don't want to be aggressive. You want to be assertive. You don't want to be a pushover. However, you want to be aware of your energy, your delivery, your tone. You don't want to come in and just let this dude just run all over you because you're not a jellyfish. I'm trying to break down exactly the way that I'm trying to explain it. Like, I guess I could just use myself for examples. Sometimes I used to jump to conclusions and think just because he's asking me a certain question, inquiring something about me, that he's assuming, he's making these assumptions when that's not true. So I would jump down his neck, raise my pitch, raise my voice, be short, brash, and it's a turnoff. And you have to think about how you want to be talked to. Imagine if you met a dude and you were just asking him a simple question like, oh, so you've been single for 6 months. How long were you with that young lady? Oh, why you gotta ask me all that? What does that even matter? Like, look at that response. That's crazy, right? So you shouldn't be responding like that. You have to just really do a self-assessment when it comes to how you're showing up in your energy. You have to sit down with yourself and say, hey, this is how I want to be. However, how am I showing up? Because sometimes we can be delusional about how we're showing up. We can think we showing up this way and be showing up a whole total way. That's why you have to that's why you have to talk to your closest family members about how you're showing up, because they're the ones that love you, who know you unconditionally, who love you unconditionally, and who can tell you the truth. So if you're watching this and you have a masculine girlfriend in your life, show her this video. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. It's just a really quick video. I don't know how long I've been talking, maybe 5 minutes, but I'm going to upload this on YouTube. If you're watching this on TikTok, thank you for watching. And it's just like, it hit me when I came to the gym and I saw that girl, and I'm just like, I ain't into girls romantically. However, I'm a woman picking up on her masculine energy. And if I were a dude, like, what would he think if he's picking up on her masculinity? Would he be attracted to that? I gotta sneeze. I'm sure, I gotta sneeze, but it's gonna go away. It's just trying to stop this message, but the party ain't gonna stop. So anyway, I just thought about that, and I thought about you, and I'm just like, how are you presenting yourself? You need to check in with yourself and check in with others that know you the most. Outside of that, I think that about covers it. And what were the 3 things? Did you watch my video from yesterday? I talked really quick. It was a short 3 things you need to do for yourself today. Well, I got some more things for you to do. Check in with yourself. Go over the last 3 guys. You weren't necessarily with them, but they shot with you, and it was short-lived. You want to find out how you engage with that person. It doesn't matter what happened, why it didn't go past the dating phases. You want to understand, how are you showing up as a woman in the world? How are you showing up in your dating scenarios, and what you think you could do better? It's all about self-assessment. You got to test yourself so you can show up as your best self. Because how do you get good at anything? You go through trials and tribulations, right? However, we don't want you to go through no tribulations. We want you to actively learn from your previous experiences. And then number 2, ask the people that love you and care about you how you're showing up from their side of things. How do they see you? Do they see you as showing up in your masculine energy, your feminine energy, a little mixture of 2, and what you can do better? Because sometimes you can just look at yourself and see, self, what am I wearing? Like, I have this hat on today. This hat, I'm pretty sure it's a man's hat. I think it's a man's hat. I don't know. But it's kind of giving masculine, right? But it's all about my energy. Like, you could literally have a suit on, ladies, and it's all about that energy. And you can come off as a delicate little cute flower, or you can come off as a big ball busting woman. It's on you. So check in with yourself constantly. Always be open to making the tweaks, because what is that going to do? Some people don't like to do the work on themselves. I'm not one of those people. However, think about the results that you're going to get from doing the work. Anything that you worked on on the other end, once the work is done or once you've gotten to your next level, there's always a reward. So why are we so afraid, or why do we steer away from, as a lot of us women, from doing the inner work? But yet we expect and we think we deserve a qualified man who can lead and protect. My phone is overheating, so now it's time for me to go. All right, thank you so much for watching this. If you like it, subscribe on YouTube, follow me, share this message. I'm going to upload this to YouTube a little later, but if you're watching this on TikTok, thank you very much. If you want to book a session with me, the link is in my bio, mymentor.life, Coach B. Wiley. If you want to ask me a question, feel free to ask me a question. You can leave that note here on TikTok. You can leave it I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. You can leave it on YouTube. Coach B. Wiley. Ask me your question and I'll address it just like I'm doing right now. All right. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.